EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys come in on a 2-game skid, hoping to turn things around. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
Kickoff for Houston.
Start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Short throw caught by Bowers. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's to Bowers once again. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Number 89, Brock Bowers. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Raiders first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive ability. Zach Charbonnet, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Second and 6.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 12 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Texans first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mixing up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 14. First down, Houston.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
3rd down and 6.
They'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Texans first down. A gain of 7.
The Texans entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to pass about. They felt they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Another try for Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Ball kill. Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 13 yards remaining on second down. As they've got it as we resume action. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete. Burks. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 31.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
From the 33, here's a second and 8. Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Texans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33.
First down.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Stiff-armed him. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Stroud to throw it. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Allen Ross St. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw here. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. And a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they've got 2 games below 500. But really got into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
It's a gain of a yard.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Inside handoff to Mixon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Third down and 1.
To number 3, Tank Dell.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Texans first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Stroud. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Raiders 7.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little start blocking with him. But this time, he got a little too aggressive, and out came the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and goal, Houston.
Stroud looking to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mark Andrews. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get that to Charbonnet. Now 2nd and 5.
Charbonnet. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
And a Raider 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That's Crosby. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Matt Wilson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Out of the shotgun, they run to Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. We'll take it inside the 25.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Stroud. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
19 yards. And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught. Jack Bush with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
second. Give here, Charbonnet. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. That's another Las Vegas.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
At the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Tucker brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Gets around him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. 3rd and 2.
To number 13, Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Stroud to throw it. Taking a shot for down here. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
55 yards. First down, Texans.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Stroud. And down his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 4 yards out. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Raiders 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Gets past one man. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Now pick up of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raider first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton.
Milrose pass.
2nd down and 6 now.
Dante Thornton Jr. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The carry here for the big tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Raiders.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
In motion left, that's Thornton. They'll drop the throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now he'll tuck this and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
They'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jack Besh, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll start by running the option to the right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders,
they have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that will be incomplete. Jalen Petrie with a tight coverage for the breakup.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Houston set to take over. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. They hand off to their big tight end. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack.